Yeah. We're outside. Oh, what we did. What you guys doing? Wait, netball? I'm doing football, guys. Oh, yeah.
How is everybody doing? I hope you're alive and well and having a good day. I don't really have a goofy way to start the intro, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it, please, and binge watching every SML video ever. Good day. I don't really have a goofy way to start the intro, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. I've been on a mission the last few weeks and binge watching every SML video ever. And currently, I'm still watching 2014 SML. And I'm going to watch every episode down to the end of 2023, since that will be the end of an era and SML debatably moving into a new house in a few months. And I plan to review every single episode. So, mark that on your calendar for, I don't know, maybe 6 months? God knows how long. We have over 1,000 episodes. But doing this project has made me watch episodes of the show down to episodes I have never seen before, and getting the older generation's first-hand experience of the show, and reminiscing the good times of the show, how different the characters were back then. Just everything feels so different compared to now. The stories, the characters, the jokes, the tone. Everyone used to actually love each other back then, and that felt believable. But when you jump from 2013 to 2023 SML, the whole vibe is off. The characters are especially off, and the relationships are off. The show lost pretty much all of its charm and heartwarming moments. Everyone is cynical towards each other, and I went on record to say it's like watching horrible people be horrible people to each other. And you really begin to question how and why Jeffy and Mario are still father and son if they hate each other. Or why does Mario love Rosalina so much when all she does is disrespect him, ready to leave him for the smallest mistake, never takes his side, and cheated on him with hundreds of guys? Even with the chicken? However, when you watch SML for a long time, you definitely begin to ask the age-old question of why is Cody still friends with Junior and Joseph? His two supposed best friends who do nothing but abuse him physically, mentally, and pretty much every freaking chance they get. There are many tropes in SML I have grown to hate. Rosalina accusing Mario of cheating, the stupid misunderstanding videos, which they're almost never done good to begin with, but the way SML does it is beyond stupid, and it just drags on for 12 minutes long, with characters being vague as possible and relying on stupidity. There's Brooklyn Guy being a man-child and being the filler character now, and he has fallen from being a great character to an okay one for me now. However, recently he has gotten very bad, but I have never been a fan of the Cody torture videos that Logan still makes. And it doesn't matter if Cody does it to himself or if people do it to him. Even episodes are solely dedicated to putting Cody in the worst pain possible. And I mean that literally. Mario gets tortured too, but it's not as often as Cody, though I still find Mario torture to be annoying. Take my word with a grain of salt. Maybe I might do a Marvin video, but honestly, with Marvin, you can replace Cody with Marvin and Junior and Joseph with Rose and Jeffy. That's pretty much it. So, I'm gonna talk about this tiresome trope and how it progressed throughout the show. And I will get into when the cliche works to when it doesn't work. And just why I do these episodes pretty much always almost suck. So, let's do this. So I'm gonna briefly talk about the relationship of the three main characters, Junior, Joseph, and Cody, because this will be important to know later. We all know the history of Junior, a formerly spoiled brat who had no care for anyone else but himself. Always cried and cried to get what he wanted, no matter how impossible or hard it was. And while marathoning 2013 and 2014 currently, wow, I never knew he was this bad. Joseph eventually became a close friend to him, and I will say once Joseph came into the show, Junior slightly softened on the brattiness. We finally had someone who wasn't shit pee for Junior to bounce off of, but then the show really got interesting when the character Cody came on, and he was a far cry from how he is now. Hard to believe he was more of a freak back then compared to now. Like, keep your pants on, dude! I like the relationship of the three characters. Junior was the main character with all the ideas, Joseph was the middleman who either agreed or disagreed with the ideas, and Cody was the smart character who did his best to lead everyone in the right direction. I think the first 20 episodes Cody appeared in, you notice right away compared to now that Junior is way nicer to Cody, even tolerating some of his weirdness to be a good friend. This immediately struck me watching a lot of 2013 episodes, as he is not like this at all nowadays. It's bizarre seeing Junior actually nice to Cody. Joseph was the one more irritated with Cody, but it's understandable. The point is, though, the three were a nice trio who were all equally different. However, things got a bit worrisome as Junior became more of a jerkish and bratty character, and by extension with Joseph already not liking Cody to begin with, I can see how the show, intentionally or not, began to slowly transition into making fun of Cody for being a nerd. We had a bad start in first grade part 5 with them going ham on Cody just for being right. But it didn't get that terrible until the first true Cody torture video, and the first true episode dedicated to putting Cody down as low as possible. I already said my piece about Cody's birthday, one of the earliest and worst SML videos, and I still stand by that. It's not terrible by nowadays standards because now we have plenty of videos that surpass how bad that video is. But that being said, it is still a very bad video. And skipping to a few years with the show maintaining the same structure it does now, nothing much has changed in terms of the relationship except for the characters. Cody isn't that different nowadays. He remains the absolute least changed character. He's still gay, he still wears glasses, he still loves plastic, nothing much has changed. Junior isn't bratty anymore, but they changed him into an unreasonable, malicious jerk who is a genuine narcissist and psychopath, and he pretty much doesn't care who he hurts for most of the time. Joseph went through a character who occasionally didn't agree with Junior and hated Cody to someone who always follows Junior along, and he's really vocal on his hatred of Cody for just existing. And I am so damn tired of Joseph accusing Cody of being racist. Everything black is not racist, Joseph. For the last 2 years, there's never been an episode that Joseph speaks that isn't about him hating Cody. But I think I went through the older characters to the newer ones and how they changed. So let's move on to when the Cody torture formula isn't that bad. I mean, hey, we need some positivity before we move on to the pain train.
Want to spend more time keeping track of the little things? Shopify's tools help you stay organized, like streamlined.
The first reason for viewers to see whether or not Cody deserves the treatment or not, it boils down and depends on the structure of the episode. If an episode tells a story of Cody getting bullied and having bad things happen to him, and if it's the point of the story to work and have a satisfying end, I don't think people will be angry or annoyed about Cody getting hurt, versus an episode where they just torment Cody for not even a story-based reason or no reason at all, just because it's supposed to be funny. Allow me to prove myself with episodes that do this cliche well. One, if not my favorite Cody episode of all time, Cool Cody, is an interesting spin of everything. It starts off like a typical Junior, Joseph, and Cody episode. Cody gets a phone call with his mom treating him like a baby, and Cody is uninvited to a party because he's weird. Then Junior and Joseph goes hard on the insults, so he decides to throw away his real self to win people over, and it works. In fact, it works a bit too well. And he treats Junior and Joseph like trash, which for once is satisfying for the hundreds of episodes where they do the same thing to him. They actually begin to miss Cody and they want him back. Cody has an actual relatable and heartfelt moment saying how they didn't like the old him and how he was trying to throw away himself to meet his friends' expectations. I'm sorry, but it reminded me so much of middle school. When I was a nerd and getting grades, I was being bullied for being smart, so immediately I tried acting like a class clown and disrupting class, and that didn't last long. But with Cody, they miss him and appreciate the old him. Which is exactly why the next episode is Cody's birthday when they go back to bullying him, but I digress. I suppose I should briefly mention the Cool Cody remake because it's basically the same video, except at the end they want Cody back, and then when he is back, they still hate him for being weird. So it's like they hate him when he's weird, and they hate him when he's cool. So which one do you want? Another episode that does this cliche well is Bowser Jr.'s lemonade stand. Jr. wants to make money by making lemonade, but it just so happens that Cody is trying to sell for some money too. Jr. was a bit of an idiot for declining Cody's offer of getting 50-50 of what they make. Jr. goes as far as to verbally assault him, and he even destroys Cody's lemonade stand. But I do think it was worth it because, one, since Jr. is a jerk, he keeps pushing all of his customers over to Cody's, and when he tries to hire the loan doctor to destroy the stand, he rips him off. And in the ending, Cody adds insult to injury by joking about the fact Jr. lost everything, and I'm glad Jr. didn't win in the end. I'll even throw in a video where Cody is a jerk and he gets what he deserves. Now, admittedly, I don't like this episode, but teleportation machine. Cody gets a new body and he thinks he doesn't need Junior and Joseph anymore, and he really acts like a jerk to them, and not in a funny way either. This is also weird about the video, but it's one of the weirdest times ever that Junior does not insult Cody. But anyway, Cody acts like a jerk, so it's deserved when he loses his body at the end. So you see, episodes can have Cody get hurt as long as Cody can bounce back, he can still joke around and be himself, and his pain isn't long term. Or even at times where he's a jerk and he actually deserves what he gets. But now let's talk about when episodes don't work at all. And there are hundreds I can choose from. And I mean, look at this. This is episodes that I counted that have to have Cody either getting in serious pain, getting Cody in pain as much as possible. I mean, look at this. Just look at this lineup. Well, we're only going to talk about a few of them. Remember in Cody the Vampire where they straight up kill him and he wasn't a vampire at all? Bowser Jr.'s girlfriend have Junior bullying Cody about his mom and Judas being creepy. And then, out of nowhere, Junior falls in love with Cody's mom. No, really, he spends the entire episode bullying Cody and his mom, and then he suddenly falls in love with her? Bowser Jr.'s vengeance is literally the school project too, with Junior also getting mad at Cody for an accident and he doesn't apologize. Now, it's not as bad because Brooklyn Guy redeems the video a little bit. But 2021 is where things got really bad. But I'm gonna get the worst out the way. Cody's new friend have Junior and Joseph sabotaging Cody's new friendship with someone solely because they don't want him to hang out with anybody else. Cody Goes to College is the most misleading video as Junior and Joseph sabotage Cody's chances of going to college and he never gets to go there. 2 tickets is amazingly even more annoying than the original video with being even longer and Junior and Joseph being more stupider and calling Cody racist. Junior walks in as Junior being a jackass to Cody and saying he's Cody's dad now, and he just makes a bunch of mom jokes. Cody's nut allergy is incredibly frustrating with Junior and Joseph constantly poisoning Cody with peanuts, and them being too stupid to remember what was said 10 seconds ago. Cody's evil twin has every character being below IQ level for the sake of the episode, and it's one joke of Cody getting arrested. Cody's gum problem is actually painful to watch, and it even gets very disturbing to watch at the end with Cody's face melting. I thought I was watching SML, not Texas Chainsaw. The Spring Break disaster isn't god-awful, but every character not caring that Cody died is too mean-spirited. Even his family even celebrates his death. The To-Go Box main humor is Junior and Joseph accusing Cody of eating their food, and it's so much filler. Cody's cavity is the definition of Cody torture all the way through. There are literally so many episodes I could talk about, but I'm really going to discuss 2 episodes that really demonstrates how unfairly this trope has gotten. It's a cliche, but it's my second most hated SML video of all time. Cody's bad word. The fact everyone, and I mean everyone now points to this as a worse version of Jesse's bad word, which I do want to make a video discussing what's the difference between these two someday. But people pointing this, the modern counterpart, is honestly amazing. Short summary, Cody gets harassed all video and accused of being racist for saying nothing bad. Cody even tries to prove himself with a dictionary and his friends still act oblivious and ignorant. Yes, people defend this episode by allegedly saying this video is supposed to mock Twitter. But not only does this video cement exactly the reasons why I hate Twitter, but this would be no different if it was a normal SML video. And I'm sure this episode will be triggering and anger-reducing to people seeing Cody get tormented for nothing. And now, my all-time least favorite SML episode, No Invite. I hate this episode so much. From start to finish, I was annoyed. This episode, on top of all the others, actively confirms that Junior and Joseph are without a doubt the worst friends ever. They are selfish, they are careless, and the fact they are jealous when Cody doesn't invite them to his award ceremony. They even say they don't like him, and the only reason they want to go is for the food. That's it. But in this episode specifically, Cody has always been through pain and torment, but seeing them abuse Cody in public to the point that Cody can do nothing but run off the stage crying, and Junior still manipulates Cody, it makes my blood boil. I don't even know if the show wants me to like Junior for treating Cody like garbage or hate him for treating Cody like garbage. But either way, the show treats Junior as in the right for making Cody miserable yet again. Videos like this make me so scared I have to eventually marathon every episode from 2017 onward. And the last reason these episodes are not funny or interesting or charming is because we have seen these episodes hundreds of times to the point I expect Cody torture in almost every video. Cody torture happens so much it's not surprising anymore, and it just seems like every force of nature is just out to get Cody. And lastly, Junior and Joseph never get punished. I mean, ever. It's always about torturing Cody, and nothing else matters.
I did.
Before using Uplearn, I was stuck on C's in all my subjects, especially psychology and economics. Since then,
Yeah.
I'm now on A's, which makes me on top of the class.
Another reason that adds up to whether or not episodes either pass or fail, it mostly depends on Cody's emotions and what he does throughout the episode. I don't know about you, but Cody works at his best.
Oh, bad word.
Well, there we are. I promised on the Cody Torture video that I will make a video about this, and today is the day, folks. Today is the day. The battle of the two most infamous videos, or at least two videos that leave a stigma in the SML series for a long while. SML over the years had episodes that the fan base utterly despised and rarely ever universally agreed that they're awful. There's just so many videos that SML undoubtedly made over the years that are just not good. And if you've been paying attention to my channel a lot, you know that I use Cody's bad word a lot in my videos. But that's mostly because that episode contains pretty much everything I hate about modern SML. Filler, unfunny humor, one joke dragging on the entire episode, frustrating characters, all of that. But there's another video that people also use a lot to describe episodes that are bad. Jeffy's bad word. Ironically, they both have the same premise, but I promise you they are both completely different. So I'm going to compare the two most infamous videos and see which one is worse than the other. In fact, I'm going to divide it into four categories: story, comedy, characters, and the ending. As a whole, both episodes utterly suck. But who knows? There could be some microscopic glimmer that makes it not 100% bad and maybe 99.8% bad. I don't know. But anyway, let's break them down. So let's begin with Jeffy's bad word. While we're driving and Hansel gets in front of Mario's car, Mario accidentally says a bad word and Jeffy hears it and won't stop repeating it. And because he won't stop repeating it, Mario gets framed by a Black Lives Matter activist, beat up, and Jeffy still won't stop saying it. After Mario decides to spank Jeffy thinking it will stop, Jeffy intentionally calls the police on Mario about the four-letter word I'm not gonna say. And because of that one small lie, Mario is deemed a monster around the world and even his girlfriend. You dumb bit. While on Cody's bad word, the story is so light, it's faint. In fact, there is none. The only thing that happens is that Cody is seen as a supposed racist all because Junior and Joseph accuse him of being one. Now don't get me wrong, this idea was stupid to begin with, but at least the episode could have had a story about Joseph accusing Cody and Cody telling the internet about this, and maybe the public is on Cody's side and Junior and Joseph are villainized. But no, it always has to be about Cody on the receiving end and not in a good way. So, how about the structures and how I think they could have worked versus how it went down? Well, honestly, I can give Jeffy's bad words this and follow me on this. At least Jeffy's bad word had a beginning, middle, and ending. The story they told, or tried to tell, is not a bad idea. If Jeffy's saying an inappropriate word and Mario gets upset, it could have worked. And it would not have been bad if Jeffy got an actual punishment at the end. It would not have fixed all the issues of the episode, but at least Jeffy would have got somewhat of a punishment. And to be fair to Jeffy's bad word, the episode was not off to a good start with Mario getting beat up, but I did like Tyrone saying how he supports Black Lives. But in my honest opinion, the episode only got bad when Rosalina entered the story, with her accusing Mario and by extension Brooklyn Guy coming in to arrest him. As soon as they all accused Mario of doing inappropriate things, there was really no saving the episode at that point. I know Rosalina is supposed to be an idiot and believe Jeffy and is supposed to be seen as funny, but one, they did not have to write Rose like that. Two, the thing is, Mario was completely innocent. And three, it doesn't work because Rosalina point blank saw Mario only spank him. And Mario absolutely tried to tell everyone what he did. It's just that everyone is written out of character on purpose for the sake of the episode to put Mario down more. Especially Brooklyn Guy never being this overly serious before, not cracking any jokes. And the ending was terrible with Mario getting framed and Jeffy becoming famous, so the story was not executed well. However, I can at least give a compliment, if you want to call it that it had a beginning, middle, and ending. And lastly, at least the episode was about Jeffy saying an actual bad word, and the word did cause consequences, so it wasn't lying about the title. Cody's bad word, there is nothing. There is literally nothing. This is all one unfunny bit from start to finish. And unlike Jeffy's bad word, Cody said nothing wrong. Literally nothing wrong. And if I'm being for real, the episode was so forced with Cody saying the word. They could have had Cody say push it in or pull it out, but no, pull in word. I get it's supposed to be ironic, but the episode makes a big freaking deal out of it, and it's not funny. Oh, and respecting black people really means a lot from the guy who makes racist jokes towards Joseph all the time, in so many other videos, but suddenly in this episode is a problem. I guess you can say the story is Cody attempting to prove he's not racist, but Junior and Joseph refuse to listen. And they keep baiting him to say even more supposed racist stuff. Just like Mario trying to prove he's innocent, there's even a scene of Cody having a dictionary and they still refuse to listen. Hell, they even drag Cody's parents into this mess to belittle Cody more. And lastly, I do think this episode was already doomed to fail from the start. At least Jeffy's bad word was unique for a Mario torture video in a unique way to torment him, but the latter episode, for one, we have seen Junior and Joseph shit on Cody so much, I'm both numb and amazed how much it keeps happening in the show. And this was just another Cody torture video on top of all the other ones. And secondly, in the first 20 seconds, as soon as you realize what the joke of the episode is, as soon as you realize what the joke is, that's all the episode has to offer. So, for a story, I do have to give it to Jeffy's bad word. It's still a bad story, but at least it was somewhat of a story.
Empower your students at every stage of the writing process with Grammarly's generative AI.
For comedy, I can say Jeffy's bad word had some jokes or subtle things I like. In the beginning, Jeffy couldn't have been trusted to stay home for 5 minutes. Again, the Black Lives Matter joke at the beginning, and even a random protest at the end. Out of context, Hanzo pretending to get hurt was pretty funny, but in context, it was another shit on Mario joke on top of all the other ones in the episode. Maybe Jeffy randomly hiding inside the cabinet was kind of funny, but in terms of the entire video, I can see how it's supposed to be ironic and the episode is punishing the wrong person, but again, Mario was innocent. If Mario was a jerk in the beginning of the episode, then it could have been revenge on Jeffy. But I guess even if Mario was a jerk, to be fair, this was still way too far to ruin his life. But at least the Mario cruelty was in every single joke of the episode, albeit until Rosalina appeared, and then the rest of the episode is Mario torture. Cody's bad work, though, I cannot name a single highlight. And again, it's because of the comedy, or lack of variety, or hell, lack of comedy. The joke of the episode is because they think Cody said a bad word. This is the next 12 minutes. You're feeling so bad for Cody and infuriated with how stupid Junior and Joseph are. There's no interesting twists or turns or witty humor. It's just Joseph and Junior ganging up on Cody, which is nothing new for the show. And the fact we are so used to this cliche is another reason why this episode is just so boring and annoying to watch. It's such a tiresome trope of the show, and having a whole episode about that trope, yawn. I mean, hell, the humor got old pretty much the first 30 seconds after it's said. If I have to be generous, I will say the Little Mermaid joke, as dumb as it was, it made me snicker a little bit. But like Mario getting tormented throughout most of the episode, Cody getting tormented is the only joke of the episode from beginning to end. Even at the end when Cody is forced to apologize. So while both episodes are not funny, Jeffy Bad Word wins by default for having a sprinkle of jokes before the episode just stopped being funny midway in it. You could just replace Mario with Cody and Junior and Joseph and Rosalina and Jeffy, and you could get the same results basically. One character getting tormented and everyone else is being dumb. And the characters that ruin each episode is obviously Rosalina and Jeffy's Bad Word, and Junior and Joseph and Cody's Bad Word. Episodes like Jeffy's Bad Word truly cements how horrible of a character Rosalina especially is. And ironically, this video was the very start of her being unlikable for the next 8 years, with her pretty much being the same way she is now. And I know episodes before this one, Jeffy was always a troll towards Mario and making his life hell, but never did they go this far and this awful than in this episode at the time. On the flip side, Junior and Joseph, what more do I need to say? They harass Cody so many times that it's nothing new. In both episodes, you feel so bad for the main character and frustrated with everybody else. If Jeffy's Bad Word did not have Tyrone in it, this episode would have been redeemable, and maybe just as bad as Cody's Bad Word. And now let's talk about the ending of the videos. Which ending do you define the worst? Mario getting blacklisted by the entire world for doing nothing wrong? Or Cody getting accused of a racist by his two best friends and even his parents? I guess honestly that depends on your definition of the worst. I will probably go with Jeffy's Bad Word because Mario gets accused by not only his girlfriend, his son, Brooklyn guy, but literally everybody around the world. But maybe in terms of an ending that is a lot more infuriating, maybe Cody's Bad Word because Cody literally said nothing wrong, and the episode again makes a big fucking deal out of it for 12 minutes. It's just 12 minutes of you saying to yourself, wow, this episode is just stupid. At least for me, an ending that truly made me a lot more infuriated and pissed off is definitely Cody's Bad Word. Maybe in some way, Jeffy's Bad Word. While it's a terrible video, I can at least say it was trying to be entertaining. It was trying to be funny, even if it really wasn't. But Cody's Bad Word, there's nothing. No spark of humor, no spark of logic. There is nothing in here worth liking. Now, despite my answer, I'm not saying the other video is much better. Both of them are terrible videos for their own reasons, but if I had to choose which one is worse, definitely Cody's Bad Word. For not even attempting to make a story out of the premise, not having a single funny moment or even redeemable moment, reusing such a tiresome cliche and making it somehow the worst it's ever gotten, and obviously punishing Cody for no reason. Mario was tortured in Jeffy's Bad Word, but I can say, even if it was executed horribly, it was somewhat of an ironic story from start to finish. Plus, Jeffy's Bad Word was truthful for the title, unlike Cody's Bad Word. At least I can sit through Jeffy's Bad Word, with the minuscule amount of humor that it has. But Cody's Bad Word, I swear, I turn it off like pretty much the first minute every single time. I just cannot be bothered to sit through this mess over and over again. And I generally have no idea why Logan ever thought remaking one of his worst videos ever was a good idea. Especially when he did nothing unique with it and actually left all of the infuriating parts about the older videos and leaving them all in. Did he think this video was a good idea? Does he think people finding Junior and Joseph being annoying funny? Anyway, I rambled on about the two videos at the same time for today. So which video do you think is better or worse? Let me know in the
Do you want to grow your YouTube channel? You should consider getting TubeBuddy. I've been using TubeBuddy for the last 2 years and it has improved tremendously my YouTube channel. It allows you to use the Keyword Explorer tool.
Well, Well, I mean, have you not seen what we're going to talk about today? When I talk about SML, people say that I'm harsh towards Logan. I have heard varying opinions about me. At the end of the day, I think I'm just being honest with how I feel about Logan and the direction of his show and how he treats his show. How it used to be a passion project, but as soon as all the money and gullible fans came along, he suddenly turned it into a 9 to 5 job. And not in a way that he seems to have fun with it. More or less, he just kind of throws ideas away. Well, well, I mean, have you not seen what we're going to talk about today? When I talk about SML, people say that I'm harsh towards Logan. I have heard varying opinions about me. At the end of the day, I think I'm just being honest with how I feel about Logan and the direction of his show and how he treats his show. How it used to be a passion project, but as soon as all the money and gullible fans came along, he suddenly turned it into a 9 to 5 job. And not in a way that he seems to have fun with it. More or less, he just kind of throws ideas out the wall, and he just knows that his gullible fans will accept whatever he makes. And if you dare call out Logan 30 Acre Jesus Christ himself, you will be chastised by the entire fan base. So I warn you, people tend to call me the SML killer due to my opinions about Logan. So, proceed with caution. Now, I know when it comes to SML and his ideas, I tend to say the word worst a lot, and it mostly comes to like annoying episodes. And I used to use that word to describe episodes like No Invite or Cody's Bad Word. But I think in terms of ideas for his show, I think Logan had just come up with the worst idea that ever conjured up inside his brain. Jeffy's cat throw up. You heard me. I promise you, you are not high. You're not smoking Smarties. I'm telling you, Jeffy's cat throw up is Logan's genius idea. A video centering around cat throw up is something I am both surprised and not surprised. When I talked about SML over the years and continue to watch him, Logan has a certain characteristic that keeps people interested in his content. Even when some of the biggest SML critics leave, they always come back. I think Logan's has such morbid curiosity to it. I think it's like you just never know what batshit crazy ideas this man will come up next. And videos like this prove that, where you never know what ideas this man is gonna come up with next. We're going to watch Jeffy's cat throw up. Fuck me. What am I doing with my life?
I couldn't do it further than that. I wasn't throwing it. I was trying to make it walk down each step.
Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I brought my cat.
I just want to point out, by the way, that Cody just appeared out of complete nowhere. I guess they were just too lazy to film downstairs. We didn't hear the door knock. We didn't hear a doorbell ring. Cody just appeared out of complete nowhere. Once again, Logan is showing his masterful writing skills.
Oh no. Guys, he's gonna throw up. Quick, get a napkin or something. He's gonna throw up in the
I
car.
got a plate.
It's okay, General Grievous. Get all that leukemia out.
I never try to rag on the other actors too much, but since they are also the writers of this episode, I gotta ask something. And it's something that's been on my mind for a while. When Logan come up with half of the shit he makes, does no one ever say that's a bad idea? Like, remember when Pritt and Jeffy was a thing? Did not one person at least try to tell Logan this was a bad idea? Nobody? No one? No one? Like, what happens if you tell Logan his ideas are bad? Is Logan gonna choke slam you for disobeying the almighty SML god?
Ew, Jeffy, what the fuck?
That's disgusting!
Why do you have cat throw up on a plate?
I caught it.
Wait, you caught it?
Yeah, there was a cat throwing up, so I took the plate and I put it underneath the cat and I caught the cat throw up.
Jeffy, throw it away!
The humpy.
Yes, have to. Jeffy, that's cat throw up. That's disgusting. Throw it away.
Again, I just gotta comment. It's shockingly bad how far SML has come. Back then we had lessons like be careful what you wish for. We had stuff like be faithful to your significant others. Fucking cat throw up. The previous two videos were actually pretty good. Billy's Revenge might honestly be one of my favorite videos of this year. It wasn't an ordinary Saw video. In fact, it's the best Saw video we got. And I kind of wish all the other Saw videos were like this, being equally funny and disturbing. The dance off was decent. It was nice to see other characters again. Even if I really agree some characters got on my nerves, and admittedly the ending was so stupid. But I mean the last two videos were good, and then we get something like Jeffy's cat throw up.
You want to know how hard this was for me to get? It was like a baseball player in the World Series trying to catch a baseball, but cat throw up.
Jeffy, why would you even want to keep it?
Because he's my best friend.
You can't be friends with it. It's cat throw up, Jeffy. Get rid of it right now.
No, I'm going to take it to school with me tomorrow.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You throw it away.
No.
I'm almost beginning to believe that this is not the real Logan 38 girl. It has to be an imposter or something. This has to be Ace Attorney's imposter or something. Seriously. People shit on me when I say that most of Logan's ideas suck, but I don't even care anymore because we have reached a new era where SML does not care about what he writes anymore. And videos like this are proof of that. What's next? Are we gonna have like Jeffy's blow-up doll? Jeffy's Chernobyl incident? What's gonna happen next? I need the mask from God of War Ragnarok to see the future. Please. When Logan makes ideas like this, it worries me what he's gonna make next.
Ew, why do you have cat throw up? Because I can, I call it.
Hey, Jeffy, I left my queso at home. Can I have some of your spinach dip?
That's not, okay.
Oh my god, ew, what is that?
Cat throw up.
So this joke right here really struck me, not in a good way. It was just kind of cheap, gross out humor, but I just gotta say, by the way, Penelope shows up out of nowhere. I know SML has like no logic anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, this joke would have been disgusting no matter what. I think it's just lazy to have her come out of nowhere with a potato chip. I know it's just a dumb joke for shock value, but seriously, I just gotta comment how lazy that joke was.
Jeffy fed me cat throw up.
Jeffy has Ping Yong Peng? Jeffy! Yes, teacher? Oh my god, you have Ping Yong Peng? What is that? Ping Yong Peng is rare delicacy in China.
So I got a small embarrassing story for this. I'm not gonna lie, I actually looked up if Ping Yong Peng was a thing. It wasn't. It really wasn't. To be honest, I kind of walked myself into that one. You know, I say this a lot, but this question was the only thing I was asking throughout the entire video. But what the fuck am I watching? I can only imagine at nighttime Logan was just writing through the script, laughing his ass off. This is gonna be the next magical button. This is gonna be the next funniest thing yet, I swear. Okay, so honestly, I just kind of skipped ahead because I did not want to put you through this. And honestly, this video is kind of painful to watch. But Mario, the only smart character in this damn episode, decides to throw away the cat throw up, and Rose intervenes, and I gotta let the video play.
I'm throwing this cat stuff away right now.
Marvin, don't.
But don't. It's cat throw up.
But he's gonna get mad, and then he's gonna act out, and then you're gonna get mad.
Well, no,
You know, I made my video about Rose. I swear to God, every time Rosalina speaks one fucking syllable of a word, you know, I made my video about Rose, but I swear this character has never stopped getting more worse and worse for everyone. You know a character is terrible when even Super Mario Nick is tired of this fucking character. SMN is the most lenient reviewer out of all the other SML critics out there, and even he expresses his hatred for Rose. You gotta fuck up that bad for SMN to hate the character. And he even likes Jonathan. And I don't even like fucking Jonathan.
I'm gonna call the cops on you for throwing away my throw up!
well, call the cops. It's throw up.
I told you he was gonna be mad, Marvin.
Rose, if you don't shut the fuck...
Hey there, somebody call the cops?
Yeah, officer! My daddy killed my best friend!
Oh, that is a very serious accusation, especially because today we're not arresting people. We're shoving big old dog bones in their asses.
Alright, I hate to drag Brooklyn Guy into this video, but seriously, it has just dawned upon me how repetitive these Jeffy videos are. Every single time Mario has a crisis, he always calls Brooklyn Guy. Every single time Jeffy has a problem with Mario, he calls Brooklyn Guy. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love Brooklyn Guy, he has been overused for every single conflict, but I guess I should count my blessings because, to be fair, we haven't had a Miami Heat video in a few months, and that's a blessing. And then we get to the part where, for forced conflict, I cannot make this shit up. So then Brooklyn Guy tells Mario because the cat throw up was private property, they're now forced to get more cat throw up for Jeffy. 5 seasonal veteran writers sat down, they thought of this video, and not one person had any objection towards this.
GX is the best browser on the market. Whoa, yes, you heard that right. This is your current browser, and this is Opera GX. Wowee. Wait, how do I do this? Well, shut up and I'll tell you. Using the GX store, you can install a ton of different mods. I mean, look at this Blockified mod. It's all I've ever asked for. Wow, that's hot. But it can only get better. Opera GX allows you to add animated wallpapers. Just click this, then this, then this, and boom. This is amazing, but my PC lags with my current rubbish browser. How am I gonna run this? Well, my weird, stupid friend, you won't have lag no more. You see, Opera GX has a ridiculously cool feature called the CPU and RAM limiter. If you enable it, then the browser will take up less CPU and RAM usage.
But that's not it, oh no.
If you're worried about changing browsers,